Hello, everyone. You know what time it is. Welcome to the Honest Abe Hour, brought to you by Dream Factory Mixed Media. Hope everyone is doing great and having a wonderful day. I'm your host, straight out of Brooklyn, New York, the Vietnamese Arabic sensation, Honest Abe. And with me, as always, my producer, partner, and my brother, Justice Devaughn. This is our 1 hour long show where we will discuss everything from physical fitness, self motivation, and how to achieve and maintain a healthy lifestyle. It's all about that healthy lifestyle, guys. Each episode, or hour as we like to call it, we will explore a topic to which I'll give my honest school of thought.
And at the end of each hour, we're going to discuss our weekly challenge. But I'll explain a little bit more on that later. Also, I like to tell you guys we got a special surprise for you. So make sure you stick around to the end of the show for all the details on how to obtain this special thing. Like, because you never know what this is. Like, it's big, guys, for real.
Also, we'll break down our topics into small bits and make them easy for you to digest. It's all for you guys, the listeners, the followers. We appreciate your support. Hope you guys join us in this journey and be part of the family. And we'll see you every Sunday. And
Talk.
yeah, are we recording?
Oh, yeah, we're definitely
Perfect,
recording.
man. So, our first episode, our first hour is going to be called Roadblocks. And speaking of roadblocks, I have plenty of those. Oh, I had plenty of those roadblocks in my life. You know, speaking of experience,
Yeah, well, I mean, my weekend was great. Thanks for asking.
right,
I
right,
really
right.
do appreciate it.
I was,
mean,
I was, gonna, I was gonna bring it
you
out.
are so nice, man. Like, I know I just seen you a little while ago,
Right.
but I mean, dude, you could have at least asked me how
I
my
was gonna
weekend
ask you
was.
how was your weekend,
Not
but
only how was my
I was
weekend,
building up the question in my mind.
but not only that, bro. You know what today is? Today is a special
Right,
day.
right. Today is 420, or as we say, National Marijuana Day.
Welcome to New York, guys. It
Welcome
is
to New
legal.
York. And everybody's enjoying this beautiful day. Hope you guys get high and stay high, but be safe. And don't do anything crazy because we want to see you Sunday.
Well, hopefully you're high on life.
Oh yeah, that's
Not just
it's
high,
happening here. We're definitely high of life. But on some serious note, uh, I
How
was,
was your weekend, though,
oh,
man?
my weekend was great. I got to actually go out of state for the weekend. I was actually upstate. This place is called the Gunks. It's a world class climbing. Have amazing hikes, trails, and it's really like a good place to go and clear your mind and just, I guess, decompress. Just have away from the city. It's really kind of hectic to be around. You know, living in the
The
city.
hustle and
Oh
bustle
my god!
every single day,
Right.
the honking of the cars,
Jesus.
and I mean the skyscrapers and buildings. Just like, yeah, I feel you on that. Just want to
Yeah.
get away
Right.
from all of that noise and just like one with nature, boy.
Exactly, and we do have like green space as they call it, Central Park, Prospect Park, but that's different kind of green space.
Yeah.
That right. That's like
It's still surrounded by millions of people.
right, and that's like that's man-made space.
Right.
Man-made green space. But I was as I was out there like hiking, and I did like a 2 mile jog, got like a 3 hour hike, and that got me to think about a lot of like my deep thoughts and things I've been going through, and I realized like even someone like me that was facing roadblocks and obstacles a year ago, I still have some of those roadblocks actually reappear and haunt my dreams or haunt my reality, I guess. And I believe that some of us, or most of us, have roadblocks and obstacles in our lives, including like daily challenges that they go unnoticed. And sometimes we push them to the back of our brains or the back of our minds, and we literally forget about them to the level where they end up becoming those giant walls that literally prevent you from doing anything, whether it's like losing weight or working out or traveling, financial management. I mean, I can go on and on. It's just every person have their own roadblock, right? And I was telling you like a while ago that if you ignore those like roadblocks and you just push them to the back of your head or the back of your brain or just don't even think about them, they go unnoticed. And every time you're trying to face that problem, you already let that problem stack up so high that you didn't know where to approach it. You can't even find that first brick, like that first actual brick that got stacked up to be this big giant wall,
Right.
right?
Okay, I
And
feel you.
eventually, like what we're trying to do here, at least for this first hour, we are trying to like present a challenge where we challenge you, the listener, including ourselves, to face maybe one or two roadblocks, like real roadblocks in your life, real daily obstacles, something that you haven't addressed or haven't thought about, but maybe it's time for you to think about it. Every person is different. We know that some of you guys have family responsibilities, some of you guys have like children, and you have busy jobs, whether it's two jobs, or they work an insane amount of hours, or you know, you have physical limitation. We understand that part. But we are hoping that each individual or everyone that's listening to this podcast, that you'll be able to like face at least one or two obstacles in your life. I used to have a very bad diet. I used to eat a lot of like fried food, a lot of sugar, and also I never knew when is enough. Like I did not have like set portions. So I constantly looked at myself as a skinny guy where I was like, oh, I can eat whatever I want and I can put all this like, junk food into my body and I don't care what happens because it doesn't show. But in reality, it slowed me down. It made me feel sluggish. It made me become unmotivated to do certain things.
Oh man, tell me about it, boy.
Right.
Man, I would scarf down a bag of Doritos so fast, man, and then be wondering why I can't get up and down the stairs. Skinny as hell, though. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Skinny fat is
It's
what we
skinny
call it.
fat, right? And we came in. I mean, maybe back then we couldn't see it for what it is, or we didn't understand what's happening. But some way, somehow, deep down, that we knew there was like something wrong with our diet, or we shouldn't do certain things. So in this hour, we're trying to basically put a mirror to ourselves and face ourselves and admit that. Well, let's be clear, guys. Number one, you have to admit that you have a, a problem or issue. I don't want to call it an issue, but you have to admit that you are facing some kind of obstacle that you need to deal with now sooner than later. For me personally, I know my obstacles. I know what I need to do to actually overcome those obstacles. Um, as for my man Justice, he have his own obstacles, and I would like to actually shed some light on it. Go ahead. Let the audience know what's your obstacle.
Oh wow, so you're just gonna put me on the spot like that. Wow, that was okay, nice. Wow, thank you.
Man.
Obstacles. What type of obstacles do I have, man? Um Yo, I'm a lover of fast food.
Who doesn't love a good fast food, huh?
Yo, man, I'm telling you, before I really started this whole vegan lifestyle, this vegan journey of mine, dude, you would definitely find me in the line of somebody's Burger King, somebody's Chick-fil-A, somebody's Taco Bell, Chipotle, what
All
have you.
those good ones.
All the good ones, bro. Like, I'm talking about Shake Shack, boy. What, man? Dude, I literally, in my iPhone, bro, I had a folder with just all the apps of all the fast food joints. Like, I swear to God, man, it was bad. Like, it was really bad. And, like, I have no real reason as to why I was so addicted to eating fast food as much as I was, other than the fact of just, like, it being so convenient. You know what
Right.
I'm saying?
I guess the word is convenient.
Yeah.
Number one, the price is reasonable.
Especially when you have the apps because it
Right.
offers so many different things.
Yes,
And
and
it's just so easy to just walk down the sidewalk and be like, hey, you know what? Let
right.
me just pick up my order.
Today's Free Tuesday thing or
Yeah.
something. Yeah, I mean,
Tuesday. Yeah,
right. They
exactly.
always offer you like those deals or those coupons to like reel you in.
Yeah.
Right. The problem is like we are big on this word called moderation. A lot of us, including myself and Justice, when we were facing those, I guess like, or when we were dealing with those bad habits, we didn't understand the term moderation. We thought that if there's something free and it's cheap and it's convenient, why not get it? Why not eat it? Why not go and get it? But in reality, it's like if you find out that this thing that you're doing every day is literally like destroying your body, and by the time you hit your 40s or your late 50s, you'll have total sets of problems that had nothing to do with the original problem. We're talking about I'm eating fast food because it's next to me and it's convenient and they always have these good deals, but you don't understand or you don't realize the amount of damage you're doing to your body that's actually gonna prevent you from doing other things in the future.
I don't know, man. You know what it's like being, that person and just like, well, it's not really showing. Like,
Right.
being that skinny person. One thing, like people say they just, I just have a fast metabolism.
That's me. I,
You know.
dude, I have
So
the
it's like
fastest
you eat
metabolism.
this all, you eat all this junk, all this garbage, and like,
I mean, dude,
my
I
body's
swear to
not
you,
doing. It's not doing anything to my body. It's not doing any harm to my body, right?
right? But see, the problem is, even though like you and me, we have this skinny body type, and we know that, whatever comes in comes out, but it shows in a different way when it's come to like, sluggishness, or the way how you approach a workout system, or a health diet, or like a new healthy diet. You always have this, like, I mean, me personally, I love fried stuff, and it took me a very long time to actually get away from it and look at it as the enemy.
What's your favorite fried? What's the best fried food that you love the
I
most?
mean, I admit it. I mean, French fries. You can call me French fries. Abe. I eat French fries all day. You can ask anyone, my girlfriend, my family. They all tell you, like, Abe will choose French fries
Over anything,
over
bro.
anything.
French fries over everything,
Right. I
everybody.
mean, guys, I'm telling you, on Sunday, I go to eat in this like nice Mexican restaurant in Prospect, by Prospect Park, and I order a burrito, and in my mind, it's just gonna be a burrito, a cup of coffee, and I'm done from lunch. And the guy's like,
Wow,
"Oh,
really? A burrito and
oh, I
coffee.
drink coffee. Oh, by the way, I'm a coffee lover. So if you guys wanna have coffee podcast talk and you wanna talk about coffee, I'm your man. I drink a lot of coffee, and I'm gonna come back to that one. But I'm gonna come back to that one because there was sugar involved in my coffee, and that was also another road obstacle for me, another bad habit that I had to actually get rid of. So I order a burrito, and the guy's telling me it comes with a salad or fries. And you should see how fast I said, "Give me French fries." I literally didn't even think twice about it. I was like, "Give me that fries," and and then literally as I ordered, and and the guy's walking on, I'm like, "Shit, I should never order fries." But you know what? He already got the order. Like,
Yeah, it's already in there now.
done.
Like, I'm not gonna go back and tell him, okay, you
Right,
know what,
right.
cancel the fries. Just bring me the
Exactly.
salad.
So me eating my burrito and eating my French fries, I knew the only way for me to actually like, reward myself after kind of like having a cheat day, I went and burned as many calories as I can, and I doubled up on my calories to actually get my body back to where it's supposed to. And speaking of cheat day, Justice have this like great take on it. Let the fans know what a cheat day is. What do you think a cheat day is,
Yo,
dude?
you tell me what a cheat day is, because I'm telling you, my cheat day, man, I'm definitely going all out.
Right.
All out.
But see, we kind of had this back and forth, me and him, guys. We always ask the question is like, when you say a cheat day, do you mean you cheating one meal in a day, or you're having a total cheat day from breakfast to dinner?
I mean, in most cases, I think most people would probably say that a cheat day is more like, yeah, I'm gonna bug out. I'm just gonna, yeah. I seen some ribs. I'm gonna have this. I'm gonna have this. I'm not gonna even have the half rack. I'm gonna have the whole
The whole
rack.
ribs, right? Like not
I
even
want the
right,
whole rack.
right, and
And it comes with fries too.
and the
Yes, give me
dressing,
the fries.
give me the fries, and you know what? Throw a Coke on top of it.
Yo, a whole Coke, bro.
Right. So for us, like we are big on this idea or this term of like moderation. We in this podcast we will speak a lot about how to be healthy and how to like maintain like a good diet. But we're not trying to say like don't eat anything that is, well, let's call it junk food, or something that might get you into a cheat day. But moderation. I mean, you can't like stop yourself from the things that you love, but you can have them in smaller portions in I guess like certain days of the week. But the at least the message behind this is you have to burn everything you put in. We back at it. Hopefully that dog like fucking stop barking. Um, I do want to like dive right back into it. Or you asked me a question where it's like, if someone accepts this challenge, the 52-hour challenge that we're trying to actually present, and it's all about, where would you be a year from now, and are you willing to take this challenge extremely serious, because it requires like self discipline, motivation, consistency. Where it's like some people have like different kind of like roadblocks and obstacles. Like let's say obstacles. And if you are someone that love your partner, whether you're a guy or a girl, guy or gal, and that person wants to face their roadblock, and their roadblock requires them to whether eat different, work out more, do something different, and you have someone that you're dating that is kind of not in the same page as you right now. That's considered in a way like. Do you think that's a roadblock? Do you think that's like actually an obstacle where you have to face your partner and say, I want to eat different, and I don't want to. Is that they say I'm not gonna eat your food? I want to eat different. Like let's say you meal prep, you're a vegan, and your girlfriend is like, I'm not about the vegan life. How do you approach something like that?
Oh man, well that's definitely a roadblock. Oh man, wow, that's a tough one, man.
But you see, like the feeling that you get, the unease feeling. It's not that you're trying to, you know, say something hurtful to your partner or trying to be like, I'm different now. We're not in the same page. It's more of like you made a self awareness that you want to do something different, right? So the idea of us like talking to our fans and to our audience saying you need to face your first roadblock or admit that you have a roadblock. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're that person that was like us in a way, you're skinny fat and you want to stop eating fast food, and your partner or your girlfriend or your boyfriend, they're into fast food, they can do whatever they want. You guys can still love each other, but you choosing to do something different because you're facing a problem, you're admitting you have a problem, and now you say, I'm done doing this, right? That's just one roadblock that certain people face, and that's why when we opened the show, we said this is a topic that is gonna kind of like everyone's gonna relate to it differently. Some of us want to work out more, but we can't. Some of us have financial struggles and we have to work two jobs, so we don't have enough time to do anything other than work. Some of us have children that don't have babysitters and they have to take care of their kids, so they say, I have no time. So, this is going to get us to the next segment, which is time management. If you have 1 free hour, let's say you have 24 hours a day, but all of a sudden you find out there's 25 hours, and you got a chance to have 1 free hour a day, what would you do with it? Just an extra hour, not from work. Just what would you do with that 1 free hour?
You know what? I would probably work out a little bit more. I think I would. Um, Only because like there's already like not that much time in the day to do a lot of things, and I swear every morning when I get up, it's just like I'm up. I have to check emails. There's phone calls. There's text messages. There's social media stuff. Like there's a lot of things that I need to catch up on, and not only that, like prepare for work, prepare for the day.
Right.
You know, try
Exactly.
to get breakfast and everything going,
Exactly.
and also try to throw in the workout and go into work at the same time.
That's
It's a
amazing.
lot.
But
It is a
that
lot.
is a
And that's
lot.
only the first half of the day. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right. And the other half you have to prepare doing this and
I'm
doing
doing
that.
these things, I'm
Right.
doing that thing.
Right.
I think I would take that extra hour. I would definitely work out. I would probably use that hour to work out.
You're willing to use that hour for yourself. Like it's not a selfish thing. It's like it's for me.
Since I've been starting to work out more lately, um, it has made me start to feel a lot better. And yeah, it is more so for myself. So I would like to do it a lot more. But like I said, like just with the time, I don't really have the time.
Right. So that mindset, or like not even the mindset, that thought that came to you, what would I do with that 1 extra hour? See, we are playing hypotheticals if there's an extra hour, but you kind of like see where I'm coming from. If I tell you just wake up 1 hour early, and now you got that extra hour in your day. Is I'm not trying to take your sleeping hours
Oh, so you're
away.
basically telling me like I need to go to bed earlier, wake up even earlier,
Right.
to
Well,
work out
well,
more.
right. Well,
Okay.
but see, eventually you're gonna end up doing what you said you wanted to do, but you're kind of sacrificing something for it. When I think about a cheat day, I think about, and that's my personal opinion. I just think about one meal. I think about one meal that I'm allowed to like cheat, and then I don't do calorie counts for that meal because I already know it's gonna be in high numbers. So what I do is that if I, let's say, cheat for lunch, I'll make sure dinner is super light, and I need to like whether work out or do some kind of activity to burn out whatever I ate for lunch. So to me, it's a cheat day is a one cheat meal. But if I have to
Only
be
one meal.
only one meal, but I that's what's a big but. I
Yeah, big
right,
butt. That's what
right,
happens when you
right.
cheat all
Oh my
day.
goodness,
Big butt.
exact big butt, big gut. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
It would go
man.
on. Listen, guys. I went to Orlando for 5 days to Universal Studios with my girlfriend, and I told myself I'm on vacation. I'm allowed to have cheat days. I mean, I do all the time when I go on vacation, even though I vacation a lot. But I do actually, believe it or not, when I go on my vacations, I go jogging. I jog on my vacation. People tell me like, you're supposed to be on vacation, dude. I told myself I'm gonna have a cheat day, but that didn't turn into a cheat day. That was like a cheat 5 days. Like literally, people. I literally
I mean, but
ate.
you're on vacation though,
Yeah,
right?
but see, I shouldn't accept that mindset because I'm tricking myself. I'm telling myself I'm on vacation. I can eat whatever I want. And I'm gonna make up for it when I go back home. The problem is, by the time I get back home, I already have 5 cheat days. It's impossible. I think it's impossible for someone like me to go back and work out for those 5 days that I kind of like cheated on, that I kind of like messed up my diet. So I'm gonna be completely clear. When I was in Orlando, if I order lunch, they give me a burger. They give me free fries with it, right? So number
You
one,
love free fries,
right,
bro.
who doesn't love free anything, right? I
Yo, we need to like free fries,
free
bro.
fries.
Swear to God,
I
man.
tell you, because that's how much I love the motherfucker.
Same, bro. I'm trying to
Right,
tell you, dude.
right,
I live by fries, man.
right.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, if you look down in that fridge over there,
There'll be some French fries.
you'll see some Baskin and Robin fries. I mean, not Baskin and Robin, Red Robin
Red
fries.
Robin fries. See, dude, he loves French fries so much that he even calls it basket Robin. He don't even care if they have fucking
Yo,
ice cream French fries.
I don't care, man. I would take those ice cream
Right.
fries.
But just to be fair to Justice, because he asked me that question, I need to go back to it. I did cheat for those 5 days. I cheat number one by eating a lot of fried food, and number two, the portions I was eating. I have to tell you guys, they were literally not a double portion, but it was a big portion for someone like me, for someone that's actually been on a good diet, a good system. That was a big portion. So after the 5 days, I came back to New York, went back to work, and I knew like my lower ab was kind of disappearing, and now I have a little bubble there. So I walk to work. I walk into work, and I'm trying to hide it. I'm trying to sit straight, trying to figure out a way. Because I'm telling myself, like, did I get a freaking gut? Is this like a little pouch right there? But I was like, let me double check. So I'm sitting down, and then this dude, the first thing he tells me, I can see a gut. You think I can see it? And I'm like,
Bro, sucking it in and
what?
everything. Like,
Right,
dude, what
right.
are you doing, man?
But this is why me and him have like this system of like communicating, being honest with each other. Like there is no point of us like not pointing out the obvious because we accepted this challenge. We agreed that when we make a bad decision or we cheat our diet or we get off track, one of us gonna call that person for doing it or for at least raising awareness. Like forget about calling out or we believe in raising awareness. These are basically our instead of having a roadblock, you're having someone giving you like road assistance.
I was AAA on that ass, boy.
What? He
I
got the
pulled up
flashlights
like,
and
meet
everything.
me. Yo, my
Right,
man. Yo, you rolling with a flat tire, my
right,
guy.
right. Like yeah, what, dude? I was like, I need all kind of assistance. I need the freaking 18 wheel
Man,
to pull me
all
out.
this guy comes back and talk about, man, that bubblegum shrimp.
Oh
boy.
my god, people! I don't know why I went to Bubblegum Shrimp. Like Bubblegum Shrimp is so good, but the amount of food they gave me. Dude, they gave me like 20 shrimps and calamari and bunch of fries. Dude, I ate it all.
Man, this dude came back looking like a bubblegum
Dude,
shrimp, dude.
yeah. See, I used to be called Sed from Ice Age. I was getting back to that. But full disclosure, I literally love working out. I love to
For
work
sure.
out.
I mean, you was getting ready to say, like, you do work out while you're on vacation.
Right, right.
I mean, the strangest thing I've ever heard. I do hear people, pigging out on vacation, but
Right.
the fact that you still do
I
work out
swear
on
to
vacation,
you guys, I'm never.
boy, that bubblegum
I'll,
shrimp
I'll
didn't
prove
help.
it to you guys. I
It
would
did not
literally.
help that workout while you were on vacation,
Right,
man.
but see, I started when I went to California. Like I took a lot of photos and took a lot of like touristy things that people do when they go to California. But the first thing I packed in my bag was my running shoes. I was like, I literally told my girlfriend,
That's smart, man.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's California. Of course, you're getting out there and running in sunny California.
Whoa,
man.
my God, dude! All I did was this. I had a plan in my head, and this is the first time me telling you actually. So this is the truth. I wanted to run for 5 miles in every city we visit in California, whether it's LA, San Diego, whatever it is. And the logic, or at least the reason behind it, is if I get to jog 5 miles, I get to explore 5 miles of that city, whether it's a park, a beautiful neighborhood. Just go for 5 miles. It's like
Yeah.
me calculating how many 5 miles it can take me from my house to the pier or to like the Verzano Bridge.
Mm.
So that mindset didn't feel weird. I was like, dude, only 5 miles, Abe. You go for 2 miles or two and a half, and you come back and you get to explore as much as you can.
Right.
So it started with that first day. Then the second day, dude, I was there for literally 12 days, jogged every single day, and I got lost. I True story,
But that's
man.
probably the best part, though. I
Oh
mean,
man,
especially you're in a whole
right,
nother state, especially
right.
California, man.
I did
Who
a
wouldn't want to
have
get lost in
man.
California, man?
If you guys want to know how I got lost, because I'm not good with directions, so that's just me. I'm not good at. I have a lot of things that I'm not good at. I had an Apple Watch and I had my phone with me, and they were both at like one was at 30%, one was at 20%.
Oh man, you know
Right.
that's that Apple lifestyle, bro.
Yeah, and me being me, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go for 5 miles. I don't care. My phone, if my watch dies, my phone is still available, and I can see where my motel is. But what happened is I started jogging. I got into this like really like zoned in mindset, and when I jog, I get like those clear thoughts. I just focus on jogging, and believe it or not, I did 13 miles. I did a half a marathon in a strange city, and I got lost, like completely lost.
Wow.
So phones are dead, watch is dead. I get back to the area that I think I'm actually, staying at, but it all looked the same to me. So I started to panic. I'm like, oh man, what did I do? Second day on vacation, I'm already getting lost in a strange freaking place.
Yeah.
My girlfriend thought I actually crossed the borders or some shit. She's
Oh,
like, well,
man.
you went to a different state. So that, even though I did have like some
I was running.
right Forrest Gump style, man. But dude, like that showed me then like I love vacationing, I love exploring, but me, the passion that I have for working out, whether I mean for jogging, to be completely clear, I love jogging. So I really hope, man, that like this roadblock episode, it will let people find or let our audience find one thing that they really love doing. I know it's hard to like bring in this whole idea of like get up in the morning and work out and eat healthy, but find something that you like do something that you love. I mean, my man Justice right here talks about if he had a free hour, he'll work out more because he already have so much going on in the day. A lot of people have those kind of like obstacles. It's admitting to yourself that you have a problem, like facing yourself. I think you could be your worst enemy. You can sometimes insert doubt into your mind and saying that I can't do it or I don't have the time to do it. Like you can create all this I can't and I don't, like those. I guess you can set your own roadblocks. So maybe you guys join us and be part of us, and we will be able to be the voice of reason to remind you. I mean, we are still part of this challenge. We ourselves are part of this whole, I guess, progress, movement, project, whatever you call it. We actually do it ourselves every day. Hopefully, in the future, we will have a fan page where we can post our activity rings, including yours, and any just to keep track of each other. I mean, me and Justice actually track each other when it comes to activity rings. I can see him working out. That motivates me to wake up and work out. He can be like, eating French fries and chilling home, and then he sees me working out, and he's like trying to do it. Like just keep each other involved, like keep each other engaged. So this is at least our take on the 1 hour, the 1 hour power,
Power
the
hour.
the power hour. So if you're a person that loves to create art, create more art. Do whatever you love. But the goal is like to give yourself this attitude and this mindset that like I can give myself a free hour a day to do whatever I love. And hopefully that translates into new things. You finish your art project, and then you say, "Hey, I still have that free hour every day. What should I do with it? Maybe I should listen to Justice and Abe and see what they're up to. Maybe I should join their challenge and do some activities." So it's up to you what to do with that hour. Just do it. It sounds like that Nike ad. Just do it. So that's at least I want to add that in there just in case because we all we love art ourselves.
Oh yeah,
All
I am
right.
a lover of art.
Right. And we need to be fair to our brothers and sisters that actually are into art and they want to like make this world into a better place and more beautiful, I guess. And we want to give back to them, at least reach out to them, because this podcast is for everyone, for everyone, anyone who's willing to give us a chance to let you know who we are and what we're about. Just join in. We are literally speaking about lifestyle. I'm trying to make this into my lifestyle. Justice trying to do the same thing, and we're hoping our friends and families, our listeners, make this into a lifestyle where you actually do what you really, really love and do it every day. It takes zero effort to do something that you love. We love podcasting. I came up with this term where I'm addicted to podcasting. I know Justice feel the same way about this. So that's why we do what we love. We actually make the time to do what we love. So do the same thing. I know he's gonna join me in the future jogging, even though sometimes he says no. Watch, guys, he will jog eventually.
Dude, I jogged that one day, man. Man, I'm telling you, man, bro. I was hurting literally for like 3 days, and but you know what? It felt good doing it.
Yeah,
Doing it, and as badly as I wanted to do it, the next day I just physically could not.
right. But you'll be able
But
to build his
and then
body for it eventually.
not only that, I did run into another roadblock, which was at the time like the weather was
Oh my God,
horrible.
I'm so
Oh
glad he
man,
brought up,
we were
guys. Like
literally just coming out of that whole snow situation, dude. Do you remember the mounds of snow that was literally right outside the buildings? You know what I'm saying?
the weather was a rollback to you, but it kind of okay. My question is this: if the weather was nice, or right now the weather's getting better, would you go back? Like, would you try to run more often now?
Um, yeah, I mean, I guess now is actually probably the perfect time to start running. I guess because the weather is kind of like spring in now.
Right.
Um,
Long spring.
yeah, but it's not as cold as it was then.
Yes.
Like because
Yes.
we was having like those nasty winds, like very brick.
Right.
But now like the winds, even though the winds are cool, they're not as cold as it was when I was
Right.
trying to then. And then trying to run with this whole mask
Oh
situation.
man, the mask.
That is a whole nother roadblock in itself.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
trying to
100%.
stay fit and move and do things like that with
Right.
this mask. It has not been the easiest of
Right.
easiest.
Especially living in a state like this.
Exactly. You know what I'm
Where
saying?
everybody's kind of like, looking at you like, do the right thing.
Yeah.
If you're not doing the right thing, then look at you like you being like reckless, irresponsible. Even though
Exactly.
you're the one that's out there jogging and
Right.
working out, what have you done lately? You stay in your car, you're rolling down your window, yelling at me, put your
Put your
mask back
mask
on.
on. No,
What?
you put your mask
How
on
about
in
no?
your
You,
car.
you roll your goddamn window, leave me alone. But like, with all seriousness, like you are willing to consider like implementing jogging into your workout system now, because you already do a lot of work at home. You do your activities, you're trying to like complete your active rings. So if you jog, for example, if you are speaking to someone that don't like to jog or never did it before, what would you tell them just to go for the first jog and see how you feel about it? I mean, what would you tell our listeners if you want?
Yeah, of course, get out there. Don't do like I did. I'm not gonna lie to you. I went out there thinking like, oh yeah, I got this in the bag, and dude, I ran 2 miles, and I don't even think it was 2 miles completely. I literally ran from here.
Honesty.
Well,
Here we go.
I ran from 53rd Street train all the way to probably, let me see, what's that? Brooklyn Army Terminal and back.
Okay.
Full speed, thinking like I'm ready for
Right.
this thing. Like I had already been working out, so it was just like my energy was already up and pumped. But I didn't realize like I skipped leg day a lot.
Yeah.
I was solely working on just like upper body and core.
Right.
So when I got out there and I'm stretched out, and I used to run track, which is crazy.
I remember you
Used
told me
to
that,
run
and
track.
actually, I believe you. I do believe you. Like,
I stretched it out real quick, thinking like, oh yeah, I got this, man. Ooh boy, I was coming back up that hill to get home, and I was just like, yeah, man. I'm like telling myself like, yo, just keep going, just push, just push. I made it home, but dude, when I tell you,
the effect the next day.
by the time I got to the door, I was winded,
Right.
and the next day it was just like, oh man, I felt it a little bit, but the second day, oh man, I was hurting so
Right.
bad. I was just like, yo, I want to do this, but I need to do this the right way. You
Right.
know what I'm
See,
saying?
perfect. I'm
It's
glad
like
you
I
said
just kind
that.
of I tried to go in there full gun,
Right.
gun that shit, and it
Yeah.
was not the best thing.
So, in a nicer way, for you and the audience, I'm really being 100% real. You need to set your own bar.
Yeah.
That's it. Like your own bar. You figure out what's your maximum level, and then don't push over the max. So the fact that you kind of gauged it based on the blocks and the miles, how you felt for how long you were sore, whether it's 1 day or 2 day. But now, like if you tell yourself, hey, I'm gonna run only let's say 1 mile, but that means when I get back home, I'm not gonna be sore for the next 2 days, and then tomorrow I just run 1 mile. Like you kind of like train your body to realize like I'm not gonna push you too far or too hard, but I'm gonna get you there. But I'm gonna do it every day where you can handle it.
Exactly.
Okay, so
Exactly.
you kind of ease yourself into it.
Right.
I think that's one of the best ways to not hurt yourself and not to get burned out by it.
Yeah, and then too, also, I also had to realize too, like the last times that I was running a lot and jogging a lot, it was in the gym and it was on the treadmill.
Right. So your feet
Now,
are tender. You're not
yeah,
hitting the hard concrete.
yeah,
You know what I'm
exactly. So
saying?
now it was a lot different trying to run, the street
Right.
and all of that. It's not the same at
It's not the
all.
same. I'll tell you what, because I'm an expert jogger and I can speak on this clearly. When you jog in the gym, you're in a safe environment. Number one, you don't have to worry about your awareness. You don't have to worry about other people, cars, nothing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Think about that. Number two, your feet are so like comfortable hitting that running mat or whatever they call it in the treadmill. That little
This
soft.
kind of got a little bounce
It is.
to it
It's a
at the
soft
same
footing,
time.
right?
Yeah,
So like you're running in one spot. Now you take this too, and it kind of gets you used to like being super comfortable where you at. Your awareness is kind of like whatever, and you jogging softly. It allows you to focus more. That's why you see like this TV is always in front of the treadmill, so people can watch the news, watch some sports, and you're
you
jogging.
just kind of zoned out at
Right,
the same time.
right. But when you're outside, because your awareness is so heightened, and you're kind of looking around, you're paying attention to everything around you, you kind of like literally working out your brain and your body at the same time, and your breathing. Like you're benefiting more. At least that's my opinion on why I jog outside more, and you jogging for free. So there's a lot of benefits of working out outside. Now the downside to it is like you just spoke about 5 minutes ago. If the weather is bad outside, then that's a roadblock. Now, how can someone like us deal with this roadblock? Before the COVID and the pandemic, if it's raining outside, we go to the gym. We go indoors. If it's cold outside, we go to the gym. When the weather's nice, we jog outdoors. So we had like kind of like a alternative solution for that problem. But now you take away the gym and you take away everything from us. I mean, not even everything, but literally take the gym away, and now we cannot jog. So you and me do what we do right now. When the weather's bad, we work out indoors. We suck it up. We suck it up, man. We're like, hey, man.
Well, you can't really jog really in your room.
So you start
At
working
least
out.
not in my place. I
Or
can't.
even
'Cause
my
I
place.
tell you,
We
man,
do.
my
We
neighbors will probably be like banging on the walls. Like,
and
what are
we
you doing
and
up there?
right, and also we live in New York, people. We got a no space. It's not like we own backyards and like beautiful like
Oh
lawns that we
man,
can
if
right.
only I had a backyard living in New
Oh
York,
man,
bro.
right. If only that shows you guys how hungry we are to actually do better and get better. So there is this mindset where right now we trying to figure out a way to stay active. So me personally, and I think Justice do the same thing. I mean, you do the same thing. We work out indoors,
Yeah.
and you try to at least stay active. So by the time you get to work, you say, "Hey, dude, I woke up early, meal prepped, and worked out for a little bit, showered, got ready for work, and I did. At least I'm active. I got my activity going. I got my blood pumping." So for me, it's the same thing. If I cannot jog, I'm working out indoors,
Yeah.
right?
See, my workout consists. I like to break up my workouts throughout the day. Like if I don't get I like to try to get at least a whole hour of workout for the
100%.
day. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Even if I take the 30 minutes at the beginning of my day,
right.
and then I'll end my day with another 30 to 45
Yeah,
minutes of workout. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And then of course I might eat or whatever.
right. But think
But
about it. I asked you that question yesterday. I was like, if you hit 500 and your goal is 600, you're like, dude, I'm not sleeping till I get the 600.
oh yeah,
Right?
oh
It
man,
will
you
taunt
know
you. By
me,
the way,
man.
oh my god,
You
guys,
know
funny
me.
story. He had like a perfect ring, like rings for every day for weeks and weeks, and then he missed out.
So all right,
Go
so
ahead, let
guys,
them know,
okay,
man.
guys. So if you guys don't know, okay, so Apple Watch offers you the activity rings on your watch, right? And Abe and I, since we have started this whole competition well, not a competition, but
Challenge.
challenge with each other,
Right.
um, we challenge each other to complete all of our activity rings, you know, on a daily basis, every single day. And what I'm telling you, man, the other day I got my shot, my COVID shot, man, and
which is I'm really happy that he did.
so I got the first dose of the COVID shot. I'm not gonna say which one I got, but I got the COVID shot.
It doesn't start with a JJ.
It does with a JJ. The
The
JJ.
JJ. But back, but on some serious note, that's why I mean him cannot do podcast without like just cracking up
Oh
and going out.
man, because man, I got that shot, man. My arm was hurting so bad, so it's like, you know what? I'm not gonna even really work out like that so much, dude. I had like maybe all of what
They were
10 minutes,
right.
10 minutes that I could work out to end my workout ring to get all of maximize all of my calories, close all of my rings and everything. 10 minutes, bro. But that shot, boy, had me out. When I'm telling you, I got home, man, I knocked out. I was so mad, man.
Right.
So mad.
But see, but it's
10 minutes that I missed. Like I really could have, and it could have been like a
up and
quick
down the
walk
stairs.
around up and down the stairs or walk around the block
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah.
You know, anything. But I chose to just lay down instead of, you know what I'm saying, finishing it out. And
Yes.
it cost me, and it cost me because I have been working so hard and so dedicated on trying to get everything. And I have been doing it at this point for what, 4 weeks straight, and hadn't missed a day.
Right.
Closed every single ring for 4 weeks straight.
Which is awesome, guys.
And it
I
was just
mean,
that one time, man, 10 minutes that I could not have even forced myself or even pushed myself enough
right.
to
But see, you had your reasons, but at the same time, you're aware of like what could you've done or what should I've done.
yeah.
But you had your own, but you see you that's like that's in my term, I guess in my way is honorable because you saw what you had to do, but you couldn't do it because you had other things stopping you. Your body won't allow you to, right?
Yeah, other than that, but then too at the same time, it was also just me also being lazy at the same time.
Well,
I kind of
see,
I'm not gonna even lie to you. I use the fact of my arm hurting. It was like it's an excuse as to like, cause like you said, my arm was hurting, but my legs was
I
working
swear
just
I was gonna
fine.
say that, dude. I swear to God, I was gonna cut you up, and be like, "Yo, so your arms was hurting, but your legs were
My
hurting
legs was
too."
just
You're
fine,
right. I
and
thought
I'm
that.
not gonna even lie. I probably even had a cheat day that day
Right,
too.
right. I thought you had
I
a shot in
deserved
your
it,
arm,
right?
not in your leg. Now they shot you and you go both legs. You know, but see, the other side of the question I was gonna ask you, like when you hit 1,000, you don't feel bad. It
Yeah.
doesn't. You'd have been counting. You're like, yo, Abe, I'm like a 970. About to hit 1,000. So think about how crazy that sounds in a good way. You missed that 10 minutes and it bothered you.
Hmm.
You get an extra 500 on top of that 600 and you don't feel it. You're like it's
Yeah.
all good. And today's 1,000. And you said to me the first time, it doesn't matter what you did yesterday. It's what you do today,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this motto that we have is like we want to challenge each other to complete our challenges every day,
Hmm.
complete those rings, and that's only 600 calories.
And the cool thing about that too, you're able to adjust it for
Oh
you
yeah,
know for each
I go up
for
to twelve
everybody's
hundred.
individual
Right,
body type.
right,
You know,
exactly. Like it's literally what we trying to say the whole time. It's that like set your own bar.
yeah.
No,
Again,
it's a free judgment zone. We literally want you
it's
guys.
not a free judgment zone. It's a judgment free
Oh,
zone.
thank you so much, thank you so much. Oh,
He's about to definitely give you guys some free judgment. I'm judging all of you.
oh, wait.
He's
Say,
like
well,
he
well,
is honest Abe,
but he's
guys.
justice, so he's not gonna let nothing
I'm not
slide.
gonna let that happen. I'm not
Right,
gonna let that
right.
happen.
But see, I mean, okay. Let me go back to why he said that. He meant that like if someone sets the bar really low where you can do it without requiring any effort, then you kind of like
That
like
is not what I'm saying at
mm-hmm,
all.
mm-hmm. But that's what it is. Like we're calling you out on some real talk where it's like be fair to yourself, but also be honest with yourself, right? Like tell yourself like how many minutes do I really can work out, or how many minutes can I actually jog, right? Or how many calories can I burn a day? But don't set the bar so low that like it would take zero effort, zero. It doesn't require you to do anything, and you actually get that done. So like be real with yourself and be reasonable. So for us, or for me personally, I want to be able to burn 600 minimum up to 1,000 a day. and I've reached higher numbers,
Oh yeah,
but that
I be
was
seeing you, man,
right.
and it makes me feel good to see that you are
Thank you, sir.
hitting them things, man.
Thank you,
Those
man.
numbers be out of control, man. I get those notifications on my watch, and I'm like, look at this guy, like.
I
And if
appreciate
I'm
it,
looking at
man.
my numbers and I'm like way behind, I'm like, yo, let me get up. Like it
Right.
motivates me so
I'm
much.
so glad you said that, man. I'm really happy that like we actually motivate each other and want the best for each other, right? And maybe that energy that we have, that positive vibe that we have, can like seep into those mics and go into your ears and actually spark something in there. You know, like we hope you guys like feel what we feel because like me personally, guys, even to you, man, I am 30 something years old, but I don't feel like it. I don't look like it. I don't feel like it. I feel younger. I look younger, and I'm planning, and I will keep this mindset. I will keep this going, and I hope that Justice and you guys get to that level of like thinking that way. I mean, he's already there. I know for a fact that like he knows what he wants. He feels great. It's just once the weather gets better, his activity ring is gonna be thousand and change.
Oh yeah, for
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? I used to have this thing where I used to challenge my brother and some of my friends or some of the people that I know. I would be like, if you can watch a movie for 2 hours, why can't you work out for 2 hours? Or not even work out. If you are willing to sit down for 2 hours and watch a full movie, why can't you be standing up for 2 hours? But see, and it didn't come from a place of like challenging them to think about it and do it. It was just more like a question. You know, you can take couple hours out of your day to sit down and watch a movie with your loved ones, by yourself, with whoever. But if you thought about, can I just like stand up for 2 hours straight and just like walk around in my own house or go outside or do something? It doesn't sound like a reasonable deal. It doesn't sound like a good deal. It sounds like now I'm taking something out of your time. It's like you are willing to give your time to sitting down and doing nothing, but you're not willing to give time to getting up and doing something. And I think one of the first defense mechanisms that people will say, I had a long day at work. Or they would say, for example, like, I'm too tired today. Or, like they would say certain things that makes them believe that that's the right reason or that's the right, I guess, the best answer for that question. But that's why I came back with this whole thing where it's like, you need to really face yourself and say,
But to be honest, it could be the honest truth. I mean,
it's true. I
because
mean, I'm not
you got
saying
to
that
think
they're
about the
lying.
diet that goes into it prior to it. So
Right, right.
the
But see,
bad dieting could cause that fatigueness, which
but see, you're actually kind of like pointing out to certain people what they already need to do, like without putting the answer in their mouths. You're like, hey, listen, bad dieting leads to like a little fatigue and laziness and sluggishness, right?
man, I'm telling you, a Whopper from Burger King would do it to you every
Oh
single
man,
time.
I think there's certain food or certain drinks that you can take that literally will raise you up and then crash you down.
Mm.
So if I can go back to that topic of the coffee, I love coffee, guys. I used to drink like 6 to 8 cups a day of coffee, and the problem is not with coffee for me. The problem that I used to put 1 spoon of sugar in each cup of coffee. So that means by the end of the day I'm drinking 6 to 7 spoons of sugar.
Yikes!
Right. What we put in, it goes out. Most of the time, it's true, but sugar doesn't play that game. Sugar goes in to stay.
Sugar likes to hang
It likes to hang around in your
around.
teeth, in your gut, in your blood. It's sugar, man.
Sugar's like, I'm here to stay.
Right,
I'm here to play.
right. And you better play. If you want to play, I'm gonna take over everything. So that to me, it was like my two, I guess, like dieting, or I don't know if the word dieting. Me cutting down on sugar and oil freed my body
Mm.
to do whatever it wants after. See, you said it right there. I jog, I get tired. I work out, I get tired. I play basketball, automatically I gas out. Because like the amount of oil I had in my body and the amount of sugar, I get sugar rush and I get sugar crash. So I start to wonder like, if I give up those two things that I really love, what would happen to my body? And would I find a substitute? So I think I have an answer for you. from my perspective. You know what's my substitute for sugar? Fruits.
Well, yeah, of
But
course.
that was me. I mean, that was me. It was like discovering like the Holy Grail. People been telling me forever, like, dude, I'd never, dude. So I'm stubborn, and I admit, like, sometimes I don't listen. But to me, I thought about sugar tastes good with a lot of things, and fruit didn't do it for me. The fact that like I found a substitute. Some of us are not lucky to find substitutes, and I think that's the fear of giving up what they love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's where I kind of feel bad, or I can sympathize with someone that cannot find a substitute for their addiction, or excuse my language, not addiction, for their bad habit, for what they really want to do so bad, but they can't find something to substitute it with. You found your vegan diet. I found my fruits, and I stopped eating fried food because I found baked food. See, I found something. I really hope that when you sit down and you get to and see what is your obstacle and how to admit it and then address it and get out of it, then maybe the next thing is finding a substitute for that obstacle. Whether you're substituting a negative mindset with a positive mindset, whether you're substituting oil for baked, fried for baked, or sweet for fruits, like, whatever you want, vegan diet, get your way. If I can use a cheat day in a positive way, when you treat yourself to a nice meal, even though it costs you a little more, and you buy from outside, that's a good cheat day. Treating yourself when you know you deserve it. So, it's not.
See, my cheat day, I think I would have to change my whole cheat day to thing like maybe that one cheat day I might have some ice cream.
That's
That
fine.
one
I mean,
day.
as long as you're burning it out, instead of saying, "Hey, Abe, I'm gonna go get me some French fries from the Chinese restaurant, and I don't care what you do about it." You know what
And
I
I'ma
could.
load them
You know what?
bitches up with ketchup.
Right? But you know what I do about it? I tease him so much that he ended up. You know what he ended up getting? Salsa water and some snacks. I'm gonna give me some nuts and whatever. But I'm not,
Man, I'm
like,
trying to tell you, man. Thank God for trail mix.
right.
Because I'm telling and you talking about like having a substitute for some sweetness, man. I'm the same way, bro. You know how me I do. I would tear up some candy real quick.
I heard.
Man, I would tear some candy up.
Yeah.
So I switched my alternative or my substitute for that. I went with like a trail mix. Full of
Sure.
antioxidants and protein,
I mean,
cashews,
it
almonds,
it sounds much better than
cranberries.
candy.
And I'm telling you, and that stuff can get kind of addictive. So, and then like you said, like
Moderation.
moderations. I'm
Exactly.
learning that as well.
Exactly.
But
I mean,
it gives me so much more energy, bro. Like I'm telling you, like even right now, dude, I've worked a full-time job, came home, worked this out, like and still doing other things at the same
and you
time, and
still
I
got
still
it.
feel good.
Good. And by the way, guys, he drinks zero caffeine. All he
Zero
drinks is
cap.
sugar. See,
I don't drink any sugar.
no, no, I said zero sugar. Like, I mean, when I say like he drinks no caffeine, no sugar, all he
Just
does is drink
water,
tea
water and
and green
tea.
tea, right? I mean, tea in general. But so I'm the opposite. I drink coffee, tea, but no sugar. That's why I'm always hyper. And again, because I'm from New York, I talk fast. So I have to like have this dude right here slow me down so I can like slow down and be able to speak to everyone clearly and reach out for everyone.
Yeah,
This is why me and him, we make the perfect balance in the sense of like we push each other to to be actually in a high, I guess, like high level of energy to get to be able to burn the highest amount of calories, to work out the most in a day, to do the most that we can. Basically, we don't let our time go to waste. We max the word I think we I'm looking for is we maximize our time. We take advantage of every hour we up and running around doing whatever we need to do just to get everything done and maximize our time.
for sure.
So like respecting your time. That's why I really, really
There's
believe
no downtime. There's no
no
real
downtime
downtime.
and time management. Like you manage your time right, man. It's hard not to feel good. So hopefully that now that we kind of like got a lot of who we are and what we're about out there. I mean, this is actually also a test run for me and him. Not even a test run. It's us getting used to being this way, getting the format of going back and forth. We really believe that like our energy, our demeanor, our attitude is gonna be noticed, and you and me gonna keep actually always reminding each other like, dude, we have to be this way. We have to be happy, fully engaged, want to be in it. And whoever's listening to us, hopefully they find that kind of energy and that kind of motivation and that kind of mindset to get them out the dark spot or out the bad spot they're in right now. I really hope my biggest hope out of this whole take is that whoever listens to this gets to benefit from it and get to walk out of it, feeling better, thinking better, and want to do more. And hopefully that our first hour will capture your interest, capture your I think capture your interest is what really matters. I want you to be interested in what we're doing and be willing to try it. Just give us a chance, give yourself a chance. And baby steps, guys. Baby steps. We start with the hour, we end up with two, and more to come. And like my man Justin said earlier, there's a lot of surprises that he have in the bag for you guys. He's gonna just reach in and grab one and just throw it at you every once in a while. But it's actually a good surprise. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
one right here.
Yep.
We will be giving away, as promised, a Nike bag filled with over $200 worth of goodies, as well as a brand new Apple Watch. But in order to win, you must follow the Honest Abe Hour on Instagram. Tag one friend who you think could benefit from our show. Also, in order to win the Apple Watch, you must subscribe to the Dream Factory YouTube channel and leave a comment on one roadblock that you may face. Two lucky winners will be announced in hour 3, so make sure you stay tuned. Good luck.
See you next Sunday.
We out.
We out.